the kills and the chases and everything is bigger, it felt like a bigger movie. Like, we all felt it when we were shooting it. We were like, oh my God, this is, yeah, it's bigger. We find Sam at the beginning of this 6th movie in therapy. She is doing her due diligence to try and like heal from the trauma of what happened in the 5th movie. She's still, you know, fighting that darkness inside of her, but she is in a different place because the wall that she had built up and had kept for so long with this secret is down, and when something snapped, everything kind of shattered, and so now I think she's more open and more vulnerable. You know, like, she now has her sister to protect, and so she's paranoid and she's overly protective and she's, you know, overly cautious and very extremist in you know, carrying weapons and tasers and all of that. So that's where we find her.
Gail, when this movie opens, she obviously lives in New York City. She's on a morning news program, and she's just doing her thing, and Ghostface comes to town, followed by Tara and Sam, and she's excited, brings a little life to her job.
Hello.
Let's play a game.
You know you're like the 10th guy to try this, right? It never works out for the dip in the mask.
Maybe. But there's never been one like me, Gail.
That took a little while. That was the bulk of my time filming. It was very physical. It was my favorite scene that I've ever had in a Scream movie because I got to really fight with Ghostface, not knowing who was under the mask. And that was exciting because I've been stabbed and punched and thing and that and all the stuff, shot, but I never got to see who it was. I can't believe that at this point in my life I was able to do all that stuff. And I think the directors, they're so great. They're smart, they're thorough, they're exciting, they're like, they get excited. They get so happy, and they're so motivating, or you can look over and see they're just like, yeah, come on. Like, they're just really creative, smart, hip directors. I loved it. It was great. I was proud of myself.
We're all very proud of you. She's
Thank
such a
you.
badass.
It feels good to be still around. I mean, I don't know what happens in this one, but it was just nice to make the cut, literally.
I had this secret. There's a darkness inside of me. It followed me here. And it's gonna keep coming for us. We share a certain history.
In the last one, you know, we were all like new kids in school, basically, like the directors, the writers, the actors coming in and trying to do something fresh, but at the same time, like, keep the essence and be very respectful because it had been 11 years since the last one. So we're kind of like, you know, being overly cautious about everything, and we're introducing a bunch of new characters, and you have the legacy characters coming in, so there's like so many characters that you have to kind of visit and touch upon in so many storylines, and so you don't really get to spend time with any of them in a meaningful way. And in this 6th movie, you do. So I think there was that was exciting, getting to know all these new characters better. And it's also like very grounded in the heart of it all, which is it's a family story, which was a beautiful thing to have so many layers to it, and something that can feel showy and just like, you know, violent, but these movies have a lot of heart.
You want me, so let's finish this.
Having Hayden back was amazing. I mean, she's such a fan favorite of the franchise, and this time around it was Courtney as like the OG, and then Hayden as someone from a previous movie, and then all of us new kids. And so having the guides into this world and the characters take on that role of like, we're gonna teach you what's going on, of like how to survive for more than a couple movies, because they've been, you know, at it. I mean, we had already seen it with Courtney and Nev and David in the last movie, where they just, after 11 years, just hop right back into the skin of these characters like it's nothing. But it never ceases to be mind-blowing to just see someone that you've watched before just jump into a character so effortlessly and like be in it. And that's what happened with Hayden too. The script for the 5th movie was written before we got cast. This script was written now knowing who is playing each character. So I think the writers did a really good job of like seeing like, oh, these guys really actually genuinely love each other and like each other and they have great chemistry. Let's play upon that strength and create these like cute scenes that are such lighthearted breaths of fresh air in the midst of all the chaos. And for us to be able to have those scenes and do a lot of improv and laugh was so fun.
Guys?
The last movie that scared me, it's a different kind of scary, but I was really scared by Border, the Ali Abbasi movie. The images just stayed in my head for like weeks and weeks after. And it's not the type of scary, it's not like jump scary or anything, but it's just like, how does someone come up with that? Like how did the human brain get to that point?